In today's episode, I wave at locals. I gracefully try to fit into my overalls. I couldn't finish the series without a sequel of me pointing at random things. I give my dad a tow. I overtake Elon Musk while surviving the classic British weather. And just when I couldn't think things could get better, I arrived in the Michelin Man with the most beautiful sunrise. Well folks, this is it, the last day. We set off from Galloway heading south, and we'll make our way through the North Pennines and into the Yorkshire Dales. Along the way, we'll pass a few iconic spots, like the Tan Hill Inn, the highest pub in Britain, and Bolton Castle. From there, we'll carry on towards Heysham, where we'll catch the ferry back to the Isle of Man, and that's where this trip comes to an end. It didn't take long for my dad and I to fall asleep last night. 3 days on the road were really starting to take their toll on us. However, we woke up more excited than ever for what was to come. Spoiler alert, we had no idea just how beautiful the weather would be. Hello there. Pay close attention to my windscreen. Yep, rain was coming. We decided not to make the same mistake as we did on day one, so we stopped right away to stick our rainproofs on. I cannot tell you how fiddly it is to put these on, especially when you're slightly wet already. The timing was perfect. I mean, look at that rain falling. I know they say that Gore-Tex are a gimmick, but these gloves were excellent in the rain. Did you notice that even my phone has a poncho? And we're in Gretna. Do you know what this place was famous for? Runaway weddings. Apparently, back in the 18th century, English marriage laws were, well, not great. A bit like trying to stay out past 11 on a Friday night. You needed your parents' permission. But in Scotland, all you needed was some random person as a witness and boom, you were married. And here's my dad, fancy dressing as a Michelin Man. We spotted a cafe and decided maybe we could wait out the rain for a bit. Also, we were ready for some hot food. My dad here was looking for the reverse gear that doesn't exist, so I had to go and help him out. Seems like we found another popular spot for the bikers. The rain was stubborn and wouldn't go away, so we gave in and decided to get on the road. The views here were absolutely amazing. We couldn't be too brave on the throttle though, due to the complete random wind gusts that would hit you from any direction. In this little town, we spotted the world's smallest fuel station. My dad was having technical difficulties with his car though. I gotta say, the buttons are not the easiest to use, especially when wearing gloves. And we arrived at Tannhill Inn, the highest pub in Britain. This place was built back in the 17th century to serve lead miners who worked in the area. Once I stopped, it stayed open for travellers. You're looking at a pub that is older than the USA. We stopped here for a minute, trying to decide if we should go in or not. But yeah, we were pretty keen to leave this beautiful weather behind. However, why not? Let's go in. No souvenirs, Nuno, we have no space in the luggage. I couldn't believe just how busy this place was. It took us so long to get to it. Absolutely nothing nearby, and the roads, well, they weren't great. Nice to see though, as this place is really cozy. After a hot chocolate and some nice cake, we are ready to hit the road again. What I'm pointing at is the area where a pretty famous enduro race takes place. And a few years ago, I actually entered it myself. Over 1,000 riders take on the beautiful Yorkshire Dales mountains. I'm talking about Ardrock. Bolton Castle. Wait, what? Bolton Castle, built in the 1300s, is one of the best preserved medieval castles in England. Believe it or not, parts of the castle are still intact and even lived in by descendants of the original family. Mary, the Queen of the Scots, was once imprisoned here. When I say imprisoned, I'm not sure that having servants, her own furniture, and the occasional hunting trip qualifies as that. Roll forward to the 1640s, the castle was partially damaged in the English Civil War, but luckily, some large sections still survived, hence why it still looks so imposing today. Remember those weddings? They also do them here, as well as medieval reenactments and falconry displays. Absolutely stunning views. And look at that garden too. Riding past these old stone roads, you can't help but wonder, how long has it been here? How many travels passed through? How many trades were made? Or even how many fights broke out along the way? It's crazy to think just how much history these stones have seen. Can we reflect a bit on these two bikes? One made look like it's from the 70s and the other, well, trying to mimic Tony Stark's helmet. They were absolutely brilliant. Through rain, wind, tight twisty roads and the boring AA roads, I could not fault them one bit. Yes, I might have moaned about the tank of my bike being too small and the fact that I wish I'd brought stock mirrors, but those are just details, lost in the bigger picture. The fact that these were amazing throughout the whole trip. We decided to make a stop here and check out the Ribblehead Viaduct. Built in the early 70s, it's 400 meters long while standing 32 meters high, made up of 24 huge stone arches, each one of them built by hand. This viaduct is still in use today, and before you say it, no. This is not where Ron and Harry were chased by a train while driving, or flying, their car to Hogwarts. We were super early for the ferry, so we decided to stop in Morecambe to stretch our legs and get some food. Nighttime arrived. We were spent, ready for bed and luckily very close to Heysham. Time for a very short ride to a very needed sleep. Did I say we were tired? My dad, more so. He completely forgot to take out the clothes from the bottom of his bag. At this point, I did not have the energy to dig through his bag to find his gloves, so the spare set will do the job. Oh dear. As we arrive at the Heysham ferry port, I look for any staff to find when the lobby will be open so we can rest for a bit before we board the ferry. The news were not great. We still have to wait for a while. Right, time to board the ferry. This is a pretty nice vessel, but at this stage, we just want to get into our cabin and get some sleep. After 3.5 hours sleep, we somehow managed to find our way back to our bikes. I spent months planning this trip, countless hours on BRB, Google Maps, forums, Facebook groups, and chatting with friends who live in Scotland. Why? Because I wanted this trip to be perfect for me and my dad. Being able to do this with him means the world to me. He's my best friend, my riding partner, my idol, and the person I know I can always count on. Thanks, Dad. Thanks for gifting me that bike just before Christmas and getting me back on the road. And for always being there when I need it. I genuinely loved every second of this trip, and I hope you guys watching did too. I've already got another adventure in the works for next year, so make sure to subscribe. You won't want to miss it. Thanks again, Dad. See you next time.